kids. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about production analysis. In this one, first we are going to learn about the features of factors of production. First, you should know about what are the factors of production. Actually, to do the each and every production, there is so many biggest process. In that process, we are utilizing the various materials as well as the immaterials inputs. For what purpose? For the consume purpose. For example, I may say about if you are getting the sugar, okay, to get the sugar, first we need the sugar cane, isn't it? As a raw material, you need the sugar cane. From where you are getting that sugar cane? From the agriculture, isn't it? That means the land, we are utilizing one of the land, okay, to grow that sugar cane. As well as you are making or constructing one of the industry. For that industry also you need the land. Next, for giving the raw material, that means the production of the raw material also you need the labor, as well as to convert that raw material into the finished goods as a sugar. If you are going to finish it, for that also you need the labor. In both the thing we need the capital, because without the investment, without the money, anyone can't able to give any production. That means the capital, it is also very important. Next, organization. Organization means the person, one is organize all these things. That means the to organize the sugar industry, to run the sugar industry, we need one of the organizer, isn't it? Without the organizer, that means I am the person organizer, means I am only going to do the investment, I am only going to appoint the labor, I am only going to choose the land, okay, and in which type I can able to give the innovative thing. I may say sugar, if we are saying that sugar itself, what they are saying, the purified sugar and double purified sugar, like that and all they are saying, isn't it? That type of the innovation, who is deciding that one? Organizer. How to market it, to whom to market it, where it will say can able to sell, everything it is decided by the organizer, okay. That means these four things: land, labor, capital, organization. These four things only we are saying as a factors of production. In this one, first two, land and labor, these both only called as a primary factor of production, and the capital and the organizer is called as a secondary factors of production. Okay, next we will move on to the what are the features. Already I told features only, they given as the primary factors of production and the secondary factors of production. Next we will move on to the land. You should know about first thing they are taking as a, that means in the primary factors of production they are taking the land first, okay. What is the meaning of the land and what are the characteristics of land, that only you are going to see. Actually we are saying that land, it only refers to the soil, it refers to the soil or the surface of the earth also we may say. But in economics, what we are saying, land means all the gift of nature which are owned as well as controlled by the human beings, which are owned and controlled by the human beings to yield the income. It is called as a land, okay. Land, it is the original source of all material wealth. What they are saying, land only is the original source of the all material wealth. Without the land you can't able to get the raw material. Without the land, first of all, you can't able to construct any industries also, isn't it? Without the land you can't able to do any business also. For the primary factor also, that means this one is we are saying as a primary factor. That means for the what we say, the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors we are saying, isn't it? That means in the primary sector also land is very important, as well as the secondary sector also land is important, and in the tertiary sector also we need the land. Without the land we can't able to do anything. The economic prosperity of a country depends on the richness of her natural resources. Each and every country's economic prosperity, we are deciding only by the country's natural resources. The quality as well as the quantity of agricultural wealth are determined by the nature of soil, climate and rainfall. First we are taking as a soil only, after that only we are taking the climate and rainfall, okay. Each and every, first there may be the industrial sector in the maybe giving the highest yield in that country, but we will take only for the agriculture purpose, because agriculture, without the agriculture no one can able to fulfill their basic needs. Okay, so only we are talking about the agriculture there. The agriculture products are the basis of trade as well as the industry, that already I told, is it? Industry survives on the availability of coal mines or waterfall or for electricity production. Hence what they are saying, all aspects of economic life like agriculture, trade and industry, that only I said, primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, all the sectors they need the, what is that one? Land. Land is the natural resources. Okay, now land only we are saying as a natural resource of each and every economic. What are the characteristics of land? Land, it is a primary factor of production. Land is a passive factor of production. It is a free gift of nature. There is no cost of production. Land has no cost of production. If the fixed in supply, land is fixed in supply, it is inelastic also in supply. Land is permanent. It is immovable. We can't able to move the land. Land is heterogeneous as it differs in fertility. You know about the fertile soils, isn't it? Alluvial soil is a fertile soil, but desert soil is an infertile soil. So it is heterogeneous. Land has alternative uses. We can utilize the land for the alternative purposes. It is subject to of the law of diminishing returns. Diminishing, that means it will diminish as well as we will get the return. Labor. Next we are moving to the labor. Labor is the active factor of production, isn't it? Without the labor also we can't able to do any production there. Labor means manual labor or unskilled work. But in economics, what they are saying, labor has a wider meaning. What are that wider meaning? It refers an any work undertaken for securing an income or reward. Any work, that means it may be the skilled work or unskilled work, but it is done only for the income or reward. Okay, income or reward. Such work may be manual or intellectual. Most probably it may be, now that only I said, skilled or unskilled I said, isn't it? That only they are saying also manual or intellectual. The work done by an agriculture work or a cook or rickshaw puller, this all comes under the manual work. But the work done by the doctor comes under the intellectual work. According to the Marshall, labor represents services provided by the factor labor which helps in yielding an income to the owner of the labor power. That means the labor only helps the owner to yield the income. Labor only helps the owner to yield an income. Okay. What are the characteristics of labor? We will move there. Labor is the animate factor of production. Labor is an active factor of production also. Labor implies several types. It may be manual or intellectual. This one already I told. Labor is perishable always. Is inseparable from the laborer. That means without the labor, there is laborer means owner. Okay. Without the labor, there is no owner, and without the owner, there is no labor. Labor is less mobile between places and occupation. That means mobiling means from moving from one place to another. That is less mobile only they are saying. Labor is a means as well as an end. It is both the cause of production and consumer of the product. Labor units are heterogeneous. Labor differs in ability. Labor supply determines its reward. What the supply of reward for him, the reward is the wage. Actually, each and every that means a land, it's getting the reward as a rent. Labor is getting the reward as the wages. And capital, it is getting the reward as the interest. Organizer is getting as a reward, as a profit. Okay, that means for everyone they are receiving the reward there. That it is differing there. That's all. Okay, labor supply determines its reward. I told, isn't it? Labor has weak bargaining power too. Is not having the powerful bargaining power. Only is having the weak bargaining power. Next we will move on to the capital. what the Marshall says about the capital. Capital, it consists of all kinds of wealth other than free gifts of nature which yield income. What they are saying, capital, it consists of the all kinds of wealth other than which are except then free gift of nature. That means the gift of nature, you know what are the things are gift of nature. Other than what are the things we are having, everything comes under the capital. Okay, which we can able to yield the income. That only they are saying as a capital. Okay. Bombark defines it as produced means of production. Is defining that one as a produced means of production also. Actually, most probably we are using this capital as a how we are using that one, saving only we are using as a capital. Saving only used as a investment. Okay. We will move on to the what are the characteristics of capital. Okay, characteristics of capital. Capital, it is a man-made factor that we know very well. It can be mobile between places as well as between the persons. Capital is a passive factor of production. Capital supply is elastic. Elastic, inelastic, last lesson itself I explained there. Capital demand is a derived demand. Capital is durable. Okay. Next, organization. Next is organization. Man behind organizing the business is called as organizer or entrepreneur. Already I told about this one. That means who is starting the business, that person only we are saying as a organizer or an entrepreneur. Okay. Actually, an organizer is the most important factor of production, but we are saying capital and organizer as a secondary factor of production alone. Okay. Joseph Scumter says that an entrepreneur innovates, coordinates other factor of production. That means the entrepreneur, that means the organizer only what is doing is coordinating the other factor of production. That means the land, labor, capital. These three things, it is coordinated by the organizer. If he is coordinating that one in the proper way, then only he can able to get the profit there. Then only he can able to run the business in the success way. If he doesn't know about to use the factors of production, then land, labor and capital, definitely the business only will meet the failure. Okay. What are the functions of an organizer? Is taking initiation. Okay. What is the initially you only planning everything. What type of the business he can able to do everything, you only initially is planning there. And innovative things, each and every that means every minute you should have the innovative mind. You can't able to give the same product up to the end. You should give some innovative things in that one. Coordination, there should be the coordination in between the labor and the organizer. Okay, as well as you should know, already I told you should know how to use the other factors of production, how to coordinate the other factors of production. Next, control, direction and supervision. You should have the controlling power. You should show the direction to the laborers, and you should have the strength. You should have the strength to utilize that factors of production. Next, risk taking and uncertainty bearing. Risk taking and uncertainty bearings. Okay, there are so many risks in the business that each and every time what are the risks is facing there, you should bear that one.